guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. My name is Allie. I am currently 30 weeks pregnant with baby girl, and I'm so excited to share all of my 29 and 30 week update with you guys. So if you're interested in that, then keep watching. Okay, I technically turned 31 weeks today, so I'm gonna go through all of week 29 and all of week 30, and the first question is how far along. So 31 weeks exactly, easy as pie. Total weight gain so far has been £17 pounds so far, and that's gonna start rapidly increasing. I know that, and I'm excited for that, except for my belly's gotten a lot bigger, so it's hard to breathe, it's hard to move and stuff, but 17 pounds so far. Maternity clothes, 100%, absolutely. The pants I'm wearing are maternity clothes. Most of my shirts are just like a medium instead of an extra small or a small, but those are starting to not fit, and larges are still too like wide on the side. So I only have 10 weeks left max, like up till 41. So I don't think I'll get any new shirts. I think I'm just gonna try to squeeze, but all of my pants and some shirts are maternity, yes. Stretch marks, still none on my belly, but yes on my hips, and then like on my lower, like on my actual hip, and then like on my side butt, if that makes any sense. Like the side of my thigh aligning with my butt, I have them on both sides. How are you sleeping? Sleep last night was wonderful, but previous nights has not been great, but I will get back to that about sleeping with like symptoms and labor signs, because I have a story. Best moment this week. So best moment for week 29 and week 30, I think was just honestly hitting week 30 and being like, oh my gosh, I am 30 weeks pregnant. Like that just seems like such a long time. And she's been moving a ton, she's been rolling, like my whole stomach will move with her. Like it's just so cool to see. She responds to sounds and lights now. Like literally if I put my phone close and go like this by my belly, if something's playing that she recognizes, like she'll kick or she'll move right there. So it's just really cool to see all of the development that she's going through. And week 29 we picked out her name. Week 30 we for sure solidified it, so like it's 100%. Unless something crazy happens in the hospital, that's her name. We love it so much, and I hope to be sharing it soon. I want to think of a really cute, like creative way to announce it, and we have to tell like some family members still, so, but then we'll announce it. Missing anything? I miss being able to stretch and do ab workouts, which is really weird, but like late at night I get into these like kicks where I just want to work out. I watch people like Remy Ashton and like Whitney Simmons and Sarah's Day, and they all are like amazing at working out, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just want to go for like a quick elliptical and then like go do some weights and like abs and stuff, and I can't. So normally I don't want to do that, but that's been like a craving of mine, I guess, is to like remain healthy and fit, even though I'm neither one of those things. So it's something I want to do, and I feel like I miss it, but it's not something I normally do anyways. Movement, yes, a ton, like crazy. It's slowed down a little bit today, but this morning she was going crazy, and it usually picks up around nighttime, so I'm not worried. Food cravings. Mostly what I've been craving the last week is mac and cheese. We bought a couple boxes of like the Kraft spirals, and I just don't make them, but I love them and I always have. So I literally got home from work at 2:30 and it's now 3:45. I was sitting downstairs talking to my mom, and I made a box and I ate the whole box. I didn't even like scoop it out of the pan or the pot. I literally just poured it all into one bowl and ate the whole thing. Anything making you queasy or sick? Kind of. Not like morning sickness, not any smells or anything, but I did experience some sickness. Gender guess, we know she's a girl. Labor signs and symptoms are the next two, and I'm going to compile those because I have a story. So I went to this, I talked about all of this in a vlog, but just in case you don't watch my vlogs and you just watch the pregnancy updates, I'll give you the brief story here. So I went to a training where I used to live, like 3.5 hours away, on Monday night. So I went to work from 9 to 2, and then I drove 3.5 hours. We left at like 5:30. We took a lot of stops, so we got there at like 10 o'clock. And then I went to work for an all-day training, and it's been about a month since I've worked a full day, and the room we were sitting in was hot. My heart rate was so high because I was so hot, and like my feet were dangling from my chair, my feet were getting swollen. Like I was just really uncomfortable, but it was just a training, so like I don't know, like I just dealt with it. It wasn't super bad, but thinking back on it, I was like, holy cow, like I should have gotten up and like left more frequently, or like gotten ice water instead of just like a water bottle. Like I should have cooled myself down. But then I got done with the trainings at like 4:30 or 5, and then we drove home shortly after. And it took us a little while again, and then we stopped and got finger steaks and tater tots, which sounded so good and has been something I've been thinking about, but it was just really greasy and kind of gross. Anyways, so we got home at like 10:30 or 11. Riley and I talked for a little bit, went to the grocery store just right across the street, got a couple things, came home, and we're ready for bed by like 11:30, 11:45. So we were snuggling, and I was laying how I normally do on my side with my pillow in between my knees, and I just like was asleep, and I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna throw up. And I hate throwing up. And that's why I'm so thankful I didn't have any morning sickness, because I hate throwing up. So I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so sick. My stomach was hurting, not like rumbling, but like was so tight and so heavy, and I felt so exhausted. So I got up, it was like 1 a.m. I took a shower, came back out, sat up, made Riley scoot over. I slept on his side of the bed with like all the pillows propped up behind me, and I just like fell asleep like this for a little bit, woke up, still felt sick, went back to bed, woke up all night long. So I ended up taking all of Wednesday off of work, and just rested, which is all in the vlog before. But I ended up calling my doctor because everyone around me was a little bit worried that it could be like preterm labor, because like, yeah, your stomach like stretches, and like as you get bigger it has to stretch so that the baby has room, but it had stayed consistently tight since the night before, all night and then all day Wednesday. So I called my doctor, and they told me to monitor it, and if it starts becoming like contraction, then to call them or go in just to the doctor's office, not the hospital, and see them, to make sure I keep my feet up, and if possible when I'm not working or when I don't have something to do, to just be resting and relaxing, because like who knows. I wasn't super worried about it, but it is kind of scary, I guess, and it's not something I've ever done before. I've never had a baby before, so I don't know what Braxton Hicks feel like. I don't know how my body handles labor or delivery or having a baby. So it was just kind of crazy. I'm happy that I went through it, because now I can kind of understand, like, if I am feeling something, at what point do I like make myself call someone and say something instead of just like letting it be. So then today, I know I'm technically 31 weeks today. When I was driving home from work, I was getting kind of crampy, and it stayed for a little while, like 3 minutes, and then it went away. And so I'm just definitely like noting it in my phone. And I'm sorry, Duke is playing with his toy. Belly button in or out, it's as far out as I think it's gonna get. You still definitely, like I still have an innie, but everything is pretty like flush now. Like there's not really a major hole, it's just like a flat belly button. Wedding rings on or off, I still have my wedding ring on, but it's been getting a lot tighter. I feel like I just don't notice it. Because I have so many other things going on, trying to find a house and training Duke to be like extra good, and preparing for the baby, not really preparing for the baby, work, stress, like all that stuff. I just don't think about how tight my wedding ring is, so I take it off when I can, and I always have like an indent, but they're still on. Happy or moody most of the time. I want to say happy, but I feel like it's probably moody. The last 2 weeks have been, again, pretty stressful, and usually every night I get just a couple of sad feelings and like really stressed and anxious, and I read like my Instagram comments and they're like, hang in there mama, you're so close, and then I'm like, holy bleep, I'm so close. Like literally 10 weeks max, she could come early. If something goes wrong, she could come at 37 weeks, you know, like she could literally come in 6 weeks and that would be totally fine, like totally acceptable to come at 37 weeks. So it's getting a little stressful. I'm definitely ready to be a mom, but I don't feel like we have everything or half of everything ready. We don't even have our own house still, so that's a little hard, but it's okay. All in God's timing, it'll all work out. What are you most looking forward to? My baby shower is in 2 weeks from today, I believe. Yeah, so that'll be really fun. I hope it goes well. I hope people come and so we can have a party, because I love like throwing parties and hosting parties and being at parties. Like I just love social events. So I hope that a lot of people come and not just like my sisters, just because it would be so fun to get with everybody before I have a baby. And the last thing is belly shot. So I'm gonna rearrange this a little bit so I can actually stand up and show you, and I'm gonna show you guys my belly for 29 and 30 weeks. Okay, so from the side, from the front, I have my maternity pants on, rocking those, and it's just a big old bump, but she's super low right here. Okay, that is all for my 29 and 30 week bump date. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed, and leave me any comments down below when you think I'm gonna go into labor. If I'm gonna go early, if she's gonna come on her due date, or if I'm gonna go over. Let me know what you guys think, and make sure to check out all the links in my descriptions. I always link everything, like baby registry or the things I talk about, what I'm wearing, my makeup, all that kind of stuff. So make sure to check out all the links and the videos in the description. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.